Good evening, this is Nerds to Human, and welcome back to Civilization 7, where we're going to have a little go at a one-city campaign, which in some ways works a bit better on this, because of course there are cities and towns, and I'm going to use that technicality for sure. Of course, it makes sense to pick someone who gains extra production in the capital for every town, and can purchase culture buildings in town. So Augustus is going to be a very, very sensible choice, I am going to think. However, there are going to be certain issues with this, and I kind of want to explore the differences between the two a little bit more in this campaign, so that's what we're here to do. And in terms of our actual civilization, I had a little look through, and actually I do think that Rome fits us very nicely indeed. So I'm going to stick with Rome. I think this is going to be, yes, harking back to everything else the channel does, really. We're back to Total War, baby. We are Rome, and we're going to attempt to have just the massive, massive city of Rome. In the early turns, then, we've gone straight for sailing because we've got ourselves a decent enough position here on this navigable river. Ideally, I probably should have settled one further across, actually, because as a one city, I probably need as many land tiles as possible. But you know what? We're far enough inland where it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yes, we can see Gungai down here. Very nice indeed. Work towards some friendship with them. I'm finding quite a lot of angry looking city-states up to the north, so we're going to have to be careful about that. We'll just check that isn't a dead end. We do some iron, very nice. We're going to be getting a fair amount of units out, I would imagine. Indeed, 3 commanders with promotions is one of our plans here, and we're going straight for discipline, which will get us a Legatus. I'm going to be wanting to pump a few of those out, I think. Very, very quickly, we have found the Tolles de Pain, which is useful, very close to us indeed, although there is also a slightly angrier looking scout over there. So yeah, maybe these armies are going to be quite useful actually. We're going to start working straight towards bronze working pretty quickly. I guess we'll see what other options come up, but yeah, there's probably a good settling spot over here. There's a bit of silver, very nice. Of course, yes, we're just going to be feeding the capital with our second cities, but we do want to make sure that we are, putting them in good spots nonetheless. Suffice to say that there are plenty of dodgy city-states around this guy to the north here. Quite a big open bit of land, actually. So we're going to want to bottle up this section of the map and at the very least claim these dates here. I'm going to go and grab this position as the next town, I think. Going to finish one more warrior, then we're going to go and settle that, I think. We do have warrior and our Legatus out already. That is marvellous. Down south, there's Champa. There's some nice territory, albeit tundra, but nice territory nonetheless. And this guy is a different hostile village, Izertu. And then we've got another hostile village, which is Sunaraxi. Oh, that's that one over there. Okay, fine. Susa, though, are becoming my friend in a couple turns' time, so that's good. That's some science. And Gungnai are also going to become my friend before too long. We've also just met a new civilization, Amina, who wasn't in my previous playthrough, so we'll see how she is. She's talking some hardball at the intro here, but we're the one with a good old pokey stick. Oh, she does have a sword, actually. That is fair. So, yeah, on my previous... I'm going to go for positive on this. We're going to spend the influence. On my previous run as... I've forgotten her name already. Himiko, the Japanese leader. She had so much influence power, and she had 3 positive influence choices there. So I'm going to miss that, but I'm going to try and keep my influence as high as possible. If nothing else, the city-states were so powerful to have on my side, and if I've got this many evil ones around, yeah, I probably want to be making sure that we make the use of our Legatus over here, and we start smashing into these guys, actually. I'm assuming... Where is she anyway? Probably to the north, I would think, but I don't know right now. No, not even sure how we've met her. But yeah, okay, these guys could be a good buffer state, actually. We'll see about that. Maybe we don't go and kill them. Maybe we go mop up the other ones, which are presumably around the corner here and down here. And we'll just hold off these guys while we go and settle. So over in Rome, yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll get ourselves the settler. We really need to be doing that. But I think we're in celebration right now, and we're getting a boost to our warrior production. So hopefully hopefully we can plough our way through. Oh, there she is. Yeah, she's presumably come from the north over there. Yeah, look, they're piling on in now. So yeah, we're going to have to go and deal with a load of these barbs early doors. And that's kind of okay because, yeah, we do want to go and make sure we knock these guys out. So that's them gone. Still haven't found the city-state. Very strange indeed. It will have to be God of the Sun, by the way, for our Pantheon. Basically, everything that I was interested in is already gone, but that's always pretty solid. So we'll just go and grab that one, I think. And what do we want to do then with our city-state? Now, I do love a free technology when we come suzerain with a city-state, including this one, because we do have a second one pretty much guaranteed. Whether there are any more friendly ones, I don't know, but that is 2. We'll go for pilgrimage. We might find more as we go along. We have discovered writing. Thank you very much for that, Susa. And yeah, Gungai is a few turns away, 4 turns away from another free technology. So powerful, so powerful. We have just bought a slinger, by the way, in Rome because, yeah, I've got a bit of money and I think I should be using it because there are a lot of angry city-states around. And as for Gungai, the gemstones, I cannot deny that. +4 production, +5% gold. Oh, every cocking time. And of course, I pick up another tech. And this time I got the writing mastery. Very nice indeed. I'll happily take that. It's worth mentioning that we have made some friends as well as this here enemy. They do seem to be sending troops in this direction, but having kicked back a few of Sunaraxi's units, it looks like they are also going to be running into them just a little bit at this point. So any war they might have wanted to attack is not going to end well. I've also got my legions leveled up now. This slinger can get leveled up when I've gained myself a bit more money. And we built Aquileia over down here by our beautiful, beautiful mountain range. Oh, isn't that magnificent? Champ is not far from joining us at this point. We will send some troops down to Izertu just to clear them out. We'll just keep a good lookout on them over here. There are quite a few units, so I think we're going to heal up, get ourselves upgraded to level 2s, and then we'll start heading in. These guys are doing a good job of holding them off, so there's no real rush there. We'll probably get a new general in before we do that. We've just built a garden, which is, oh, absolutely lovely. We really, really need to get some of our basic buildings down, though. I mean, monument. I feel like I'm so far behind, but yes, next to the library, let's have a monument. Apparently, we just destroyed the library. Excellent work. I mean, 4 happiness, 2 food. It's just so good. I will go and get that new resource in a moment. We'll go and grab the silver, but I want 1 more of those first and foremost. Okay, we are very nicely fortified on this border at this stage. I'm just going to grab you to go. That was a terrible way around to go, but okay, it's probably fine. As for Champa, its suzerain bonus is lovely. I mean, the free civic is just like the free tech, but oh yeah, we'll get a free tech for this as well, but I'm going to go for +2 culture for monuments. That is +6 for us because, oh, actually 15% towards wonder. Ooh, I don't think we're going to be building too many wonders because we need to be careful about space in our capital, of course. But it has given us masonry upgrade, production building. Always take that, yes. And the time has come to disperse this independent 50 production. Very, very welcome indeed. And my scout can continue doing his scouting business now. Okay, it probably means I need to start thinking about settling up here, actually. Because the Oracle, we've just piled a big amount into that production, actually. Do we even want the Oracle? Well, we're building it now, Thomas, so I guess we do. Okay, we'll get a settler straight in after that. And down here, we might actually be in a bit of a good position, actually, just to keep things distracted. So, yeah, this scout is just going to be a distraction force as we start moving into some of these units. I'm going to see if I can snipe it off. Probably won't, to be honest. But we're just going to see what damage we can do. Aha, Kong Fungsu has decided to finally make an appearance. Friendly greeting for him. We do actually have a fair bit of influence stacked up right now. I should make sure I'm utilising that. So let's have a cultural exchange, my good sir. Let's see if we can actually form an official alliance. That would be magnificent. Let's get ourselves a new farmer's market going. And with you, my good sir, nothing I can do with you. She's chilled out. She has chilled out. Maybe she got fed up of all the problems. Not sure why she's a bit more relaxed. We are now pushing on these guys. We can continue to grow. Oh, it's so happy here. It is just spectacular. You know, we'll just go and take some culture and production that does link our cities together. An ally is at war. Of course we are. This will end your alliance. Okay, well, it's fine. We'll join that war in spite of the fact that I just said we're finally neutral. It's fine. We're friends with the other dude. I really should have looked at their wars before doing that. Oh well, it's all fine. I want to gain some experience. It is 1680 BCE, but Roma has built the Oracle forever. We shall be stealing from the Greeks. We are now 66% through the era, and while my culture is very good, my science is a bit low, and this is going to be a problem, I think, in general, with only having one city. I can only get so many bits of infrastructure into this type of city. So, okay, we're going to have to think about that over time. We're going to need a lot more city-states. So in terms of influence, it's a good thing we got the Weiyang Palace 1 turn away. I really hope we get that now that I said this. We do get bonuses from the Basilica and Temple of Jupiter for, being next to Wonders. So we got our 2 Wonders right next to it. Oh, that is absolutely marvellous. So influence is going to be important. Money's going to be important as well, because we're going to need to be paying for buildings in the second cities. Now, Raine's production is obscene because every town gives us extra production. But yeah, we're going to need to start thinking about our specialities. So in here, we just got a new policy slot this turn. I think we might be in a celebration. Latindas, which we just got here, plus 10% food, gold, and culture in towns with a specialization. We're about to go and specialize them, because that is very much what we want to be doing. So we'll keep the rest of that for now. Quite happy with that. And what that means is, yes, we're going to start changing these over. Chasing. So we're going to change to fishing town over here. Absolutely. And we will build a fishing quay immediately as well. I do need some money for this kind of stuff. I've been spending it on some of the upgrades actually up till now. We have generally got altars though in these towns. So in Medellanium, it's fishing boats. We've got plantation pasture. So once again, we're going to be food. Let's just get the capital humongous. This is really what we're doing. We're role-playing as Rome, and we're going to role-play as Rome by sending all the food back to Rome. We're at 20 people in Rome. That is a fair bit bigger than that. That's 12, and that's 14, and he's a food sieve. So Rome is doing very, very nicely indeed. It's a big old place. But yeah, science is going to be a struggle for us with the lack of libraries. We have to figure out other ways of doing that. We're going to need the codexes, but we need places to put the codices to, which is potentially a problem, actually. So yeah, we need to bear that one in mind. We're going to get on with mathematics for our academy. At the very least, we need to make sure... Yeah, I should have been beelining that, really. So we need to be focusing on getting whatever science we can out of our cities. As for Aquileia, by the way, I don't think we're going to go for Fishing Town. In terms of this city's breakdown, this town's breakdown, we've got a load of expedition bases, and I don't know what we really do with those. A mine, a woodcutter, and a farm, so there's a bit of a balance here. But there is culture and science and quarters in the town. Now, at the moment, we don't have anything as such, but of course, we do have all of this. So yeah, we could build a quarter over here, for example, to put a brickyard and a granary in a few turns' time. So I'm going to hold this back just a few turns, but yeah, basically I'm going to buy up those buildings just to boost things up as much as possible. So is it... I need to actually just check this for a moment. On all quarters, it doesn't need to actually be adjacent. So that's absolutely fine. So yeah, we'll get ourselves a granary over there, and when I can afford it, I'll get myself the brickyard as well. And the monument will be humongous. That one is the adjacency as well. So we're going to go for the urban centre down here and just see how it goes. I mean, to be honest, this isn't going to be like a perfect playthrough or anything like that. What it's more about is just exploring this town city sort of thing and just seeing if we can play a little bit more, not necessarily tall. I think we're still going to have plenty of towns. On that note, by the way, Capua doing nicely. That needs to grow a lot. We're just having a bit of an experience gain up here. It's fine. On that note, can we just have some peace, sir? Maybe, yeah, he'll accept that deal. This is wise. Indeed it is, sir. I never really meant to declare war with you. I just wanted to declare my friendship with other people. So that's absolutely grand. We'll leave that for the time being. As for her, we'll gain a bit more experience. And I have noticed a special ability is that we can found settlements. Do not press that button here, Thomas. But I think we'll settle over here-ish, something like that. Grab those dates. Kind of just plug this side of the world. Maybe in the next era we'll see about where the city-state comes, if it's a good one, a bad one, if we want to just build over in this part of the world to claim this territory. I really don't want my friend over here claiming this land. Also, yeah, this is a potential problem. There is plenty of invasion force potentially going on in this part of the world. I need to make sure my friends are okay. And as for down here, this is so impossible to kill. I need some galleys, really, and they've got themselves galleys. Suddenly my allies are moving their force north and not down south to deal with them. We're really struggling to break our way through without a commander here, so we're going to have to get working on that. But for now, we've got a few more things going on, all cultural or militaristic. I need to have a think about that one. Time for the crisis. Power at the centre, at the heart of every civilization. The capital radiates authority. Apparently it does. So, villas can be purchased in towns. That's absolutely marvellous. But what is the problem? Citizens annoyed at power? I don't know. Anyway, we'll work that one out in time. A pasture? Probably. For better science. Magical science. No, we're going to get the pasture. That's probably for the best. In terms of the crisis, monitoring in cities we didn't found. That's absolutely fine. And settlements without walls, my cities. Oh, I don't want to be. I really don't want to be putting in that. Oh, that's not good at all. Time for the latest wonder, the Colossus, which felt like a good use of wonder space because this one could be put at sea. You can see a city being under attack over there in the distance, by the way. So there we are. We've got ourselves the Colossus. We could do with some extra money, so that's quite lovely. We probably should have built it here, but that's where it is. Yes, Aclair has kind of just been shot down, actually, by this here boat. It's fine, probably, he says. I think we'll be alright. Yeah, shoot this guy down. That'd be marvellous. You can still continue to move, but we might just... You know what? No, we'll keep moving. Keep moving you forward, sir. Get our general moving along and the archer can follow him. This guy's going to come around the back. We're going to destroy this goddamn city-state sometime this era. But yeah, those boats are a problem. As for this situation, yeah, she's causing us all sorts of annoyances because she won't just end the war. I mean, I've been shooting her down very, very effectively, but yeah, they are starting to bring in a few more troops now, which is a little bit annoying. So yeah, I'm just going to continue shuffling my men around. No need to get too worried about all of this, but yeah, this war won't end, so we might have to wait for the era to end. I was hoping to get Science Wonder down, but that one that I was looking for is already gone, unfortunately. The Colosseum is ours, and while we don't want to take up too many spaces, we've got to have our own wonder, haven't we? You can't say no to that. And also, we've now got -10 happiness in the capital because of the crisis, so probably a good thing, actually. +2 in all settlements. That's certainly going to help. How is Rome feeling, by the way? +2 now. That's absolutely marvellous. And there's so much purple. Lovely little purple solar panels around the Colosseum. Oh, isn't it just marvellous? Fine. Rome, get on a lovely, lovely villa just to finish off the era. I'll build you here for the time being. We might get rid of it in the future, but for now we'll take the narrative choice. And I really, really, really wanted something to do with science to kind of push this over the line. But okay, fine for the Colosseum. Plus to come back on all melee units. This doesn't last, does it? Definitely doesn't. Nothing's going to matter here. We are classically going to be given a settlement on the last turn of the era. Gebtu are unhappy. I don't know that makes much difference to me. We'll just take the celebration. That's the civic. I didn't want the civic, actually. Trying to make the era last a little bit longer. Oh no, we'll just take the specialist boost, but that isn't going to get me where I want. Choose the celebration. Give us the science boost. Anything for science, please. Oh, my Roman luxuries have actually managed to give me the Ming as an option right at the death. That is beautiful. And okay, I was just going to grab myself extra resource capacity, because I can still fit one more into the capital now. So we'll just plug that in, and that is Silk Roads right at the death. And not only that, we have got the codices we've just hit 100 as this happens. Absolutely magnificent. We've just made it. Military's only actually one away as well. It's a shame actually I didn't move that further, but we're going to gain plenty here at the end of this era, which is absolutely magnificent. Indeed, the age is ending, and this darn city down here will never die, but everything else I'm quite happy with. Can we do anything useful on this very final turn? I don't know. Legatus, actually, yeah, let's get another general through. One more general, nothing else. I mean, we could build the walls right now as well, actually. The barracks, I thought we were building a barracks, Thomas. Apparently we haven't. Anyway, what did I just build over here? Oh, the blacksmith instead. Fine. Okay, we got a little bit of money. I don't need to turn anything into a city in the next era, so we'll see. I built walls over at Capua just because we'll need those in the next age, I suspect. And this is a new city, by the way. We'll work out what the hell we're doing with that in time, but it has given us Silk Roads, so I will take it. And you know what, Neapolis, we'll get you the walls as well, just because who knows what's going to be here in the next era. They might not be so friendly. I'll be honest, this is an absolute no-brainer. We have the Ming as an option with 50% bonus to science in the capital. That's all we're going to get. Yeah, I think that is what we have to do. And the Philippine city, very, very nice indeed. The extra ranged units, they're always nice to have. And okay, the Mandarin, extra merchant. We get the Great Wall though. We don't get a fun own district, but it might be for the best because we don't have all the space in the world. So maybe we'll have to accept that. We do have the option of the Chola as well, which we unlocked at an earlier point. Not so interested in that, to be honest. And the other two were the Normans, who I had last time, and Spain, who just don't really do it for me. Although that golden culture would synergize quite nicely, but no, having got to the Ming, if I didn't unlock the Ming, I probably would have gone for Spain. But I think we have to go with this option. Into a new era then, and Roma. Roma is looking beautiful and very, very Ming indeed. So, yes, we have ourselves brand new units, of course. We have some heavy archers, but we do have our unique units. Yes, our Shunlei Chong, which should be very helpful as they are archer and infantry. Lovely stuff. But yeah, we've got the same position for all of these city-states here. So we'll just immediately befriend them all. I do have plenty of influence, so we'll just get them underway. But I think we're just going to be short of this third one over here, Vilnius. That's unfortunate, but it is the way it is. We'll immediately get our commander strolling straight over to that city-state, and we'll just kick them out of the game ASAP. We might take it over. I don't actually know this area very well. It's not very well scouted. On that note, let's just buy a scout, have a bit of spare money, so we might as well be doing exactly that. Same over here, actually. Get me a scout. My previous scouts died, by the way. Now, we need to get ourselves over here. You might have thought about this in the previous age. Welcome to the new age, where we want to get to new territories. Now, this suggests that, you know, other people that we know are over here, so it's not that direction. Where is my capital? Yeah, it's the wrong side of this cocking island, and no, we can't go through the darn ice. So we're going to have to go all the way around to be supporting our units. So I'm just going to send my cogs first turn. I just built a cog on the first turn. My production is absolutely insane in Rome. So if nothing else, it does a good job there. But yeah, we're going to be wanting to settle very quickly. So I'm going to get my settler down here, go and grab whatever territory I want. Probably like here-ish. This spot maybe. I actually haven't thought about it. I'm just, you know, all of these actually seem to have things going on. So if I can settle there, then I'll settle there. And we'll get a new city in place. This will just be our new city-state friend once again. This wine is just out of reach, which is a little bit frustrating. Maybe in the next stage we'll kill that city-state. Who knows? They're not always consistently happy or unfriendly. There is none down here as far as I can tell, but maybe that's just that they can't see them. So we will just have a little look with this here army commander and see if we can get a bit of a view on this part of the world. But in general, things are okay, except for the fact that everyone, apart from my friend who's Kurla, who are not especially military. We have the Normans, we have Songhai, and we have Mongolia. So aggressive people who don't like me. This is gonna end well. For me, this may well be quite big. +2 signs in settlements with a garrisoned unit. It doesn't say cities, it says for settlements. So I think we might have to throw that one in pretty much immediately. So, okay. Yeah, military units get the boost. Oh, I don't know what I want. We'll probably just get rid of that for the time being. Okay, that's very nice to see indeed. And yes, friends are slowly joining us. That is absolutely marvellous. And this guy is very, very quickly going to be destroyed. We should probably bring in our commander just a little bit to actually gain the experience, Thomas. But yes, things looking pretty darn good, I would say. And our third city-state has joined us now, and we're going to be doing much of the same. I'm going to grab the social policy slot. I think that's going to be very helpful. And yes, as you might have guessed, we've already gone for the science option of a free tech for every time we get a new suzerain status. A good thing that we got this one here first. We've also got Monte Alban on our side as well, which is excellent. And up in the north, Anakena is going to be joining us soon as well, which is absolutely magnificent news. Might well start to find a few more of these city-states, which would be good, especially as we start moving towards the new world. We might find something down here. Oh yeah, this isn't too bad. Not the most exciting land in the world, but there might be more city-states to find, and with those we can get some more techs, and I think that's going to be important for us. About to build ourselves an observatory of 10 science, so we're going to very much be enjoying that. And we meet Harriet Tubman. Who else are we going to be, his friend or foe? Well, we're a European colonialist who lives with a slave empire, so I think, yeah, we'll have a friendly greeting for now, but I'm not sure this will last, to be honest. So you know what, though, we probably should be boosting as many of these exchanges as he possibly can. So you know what, we'll give Harriet a turn or two. But oh, Frederick is much less happy with me than he used to be. Can we reconcile, please? Thank you, sir, thank you. Yes, we have now started to find some new land up here, and there is a little bit of land over here. Ooh, okay, spend 2 turns. No, no, let it be. Give me science. Science is good. And with that, we've learned how to build ships, which is good. Right, you're going to come over here, and I don't know exactly where we're going to build, but we're going to build somewhere in this part of the world. Harriet Tubman is over there. Now, yeah, I don't think... Oh, yeah, we just got the shipbuilding, so it shouldn't matter anymore. That's fine. You get yourself over there, Mr. Settler. She lives in Baghdad. Excellent, but it's not on our chunk of land, so hopefully she'll just let us have our little island over there in the south, and all will be fine. Elsewhere, by the way, I should probably point out we have actually been building a few cities. We've got yes, Nanchang over here in the southeast of our empire, next to Monte Urban. I can't quite see the name, but I think that's what it is. We've got Gilin down here in the southeast near Vilnius. That's excellent. And of course, we're going to build a new city in the new world. Yes, Frederick is unhappy because we inherited this at the end of the last era. So we're just going to make sure, yeah, we're just going to keep on kind of buying walls, actually. You know what? Yes, we're just going to build a... I'm not sure that's the best angle for the wall. But anyway, it's fine. We'll get ourselves a knight here as well. Just keep on buffing up that part of the world. Unfortunately, I have rather dropped the ball on this. I should have been focusing on the one most important wonder of this entire era, the House of Wisdom. I do not have it. That could be a problem. However, I have now got scouts moving out all over the ocean. This is magnificent news. I can see Jerusalem, not Jerusalem, the Vatican, kind of the same thing. So I'm just over here. We're going to try and meet them. We have met a new city-state over here as well. We're going to make friends with them. Don't worry, I'm going to add some more influence in just to get that one working in my favour. But in terms of the rest of my towns and cities now, I mean, my money is going insane. I've got everything well set up now. And get ourselves temple. We've got some great adjacencies here, but unfortunately we have to build over things. I'm just going to get myself a new tile over there. Siam now available for 4 temples. Excellent. But yeah, and where I want to be now. Roma, by the way, has so many bits of jade plugged into it. That's the wrong section, Thomas. So much jade, which is 15% gold. So yes, I'm now plus 45% gold in Rome, which is starting to get... Oh, Well, okay, fine. Apparently that's not silly at all. But anyway, I plugged in what I can. And we are making plenty of money overall. I think probably because all these towns are just piling into Rome. As I remind you, no cities here at all, just towns ahoy. Hi, army. I should pay attention to you. I do have units in like every town because I'm pretty sure I get myself bonuses. Is it bonus to science for having units in my towns? Anyway, all is absolutely fine. We have got ourselves a new settlement down here, Guangzhou, which I've put it over here actually in the end because there are no resources this side of the island, even if it is actually more land. But I'm quite happy to have the sea, to be honest. You can go and explore this, but but I'm quite excited that I did explore it then. Miss Harriet Tubman is not going to be a friend with me very soon because it looks like there are some very, very nice positions for cities over here. Why is she not taking this? Why has she not? I don't know. So, yeah, you get into Guangzhou, and we might be needing you quite soon, actually. We've now got Vatican City on board as well. They've got themselves Santorini. Very nice indeed. It's a pretty darn good island, actually. I'd probably go and just settle this one myself if I could. I must say, I feel a bit cheated, actually, by the Exploration Age's treasure fleet situation because, yes, my friend over here, he has the treasure of tea right here, just sitting a few tiles across from him. This entire side of the continent, yeah, you just wander across and you slowly get to anything you want. In fact, my neighbours over here to the north, yes, these guys, they go straight across. There's some chocolate. Oh, absolutely beautiful. There's some tea. But for me, no. For me, I get to have all of the same things over here, and these are not new. These are not particularly treasure things on these islands over here. So I feel a bit hard done by. Also, in terms of my boat quest to get around, yeah, you can't get around the continent. I can't get access. I don't know if I can get around the north, but it doesn't. Well, I'm not going to be able to reinforce the new world. What I am actually doing is I'm sending hundreds and hundreds of scouts and a few ships for that matter. I do have a ship around this part somewhere. Yeah, we're just sending ships around to try and get a lay of the land here. But okay, we will get reinforcements to this part of the world one day. But for now, yeah, we have this. We're just grabbing ourselves our good old wander over here. These guys are gradually joining us, but they're a little bit evil right now. So we'll have to spend our influence to get those on board. But yes, I'm very much liking this. Lots of money, lots of influence, one city. We're just about managing the science situation. I would say we're doing okay. And yeah, a lot of people hate us, but I'm not sure why. I'm lovely. I was very much hoping to settle over here on this spot, but that's where the commander is hanging around. So we're going to build a different town instead, a slightly more aggressive town, to be honest. I think we'll just grab the food for the time being. At least it gives us a road through the wall there. Excellent stuff. We will just build another one here in the future, but we'll probably need to get rid of these guys. She just tried to denounce me. This of the angry faces. They all obviously hate me. But yeah, she's really not very pleased at all. Apparently, Himiko doesn't like me because of her agenda, which is a little bit weird because it's basically like she likes people with science and gold buildings. I have a lot of gold buildings. I do my best with science buildings, just like those at culture and happiness. I mean, when I played as her, we were all culture and happiness, but you know, whatever. Oh no, the bourgeoisie are coming for me. Well, we have ourselves the crisis, and that means we need to pick some crisis slots. We do also have some city growing to do in the meantime. We'll just go and build out to sea. We'll go and grab the sea. We're also doing very well with our civics at this point. Most of the way up this chart. Now, I did actually pretty much just start off with all the Ming civics, so that's kind of why, yeah, we got behind in terms of the wonders. It's a bit of a shame, but it is what it is. We'll just get on with imperialism. It just feels like that kind of time of the game, really, doesn't it? So yes, we've got to choose a crisis policy. 50% gold in towns. No. Military units, a bit more expensive. You know what? We'll have the nouveau riche. They can be slightly expensive specialists. We don't have that many right now, so I think it'll be absolutely fine. Now, in terms of the rest of our empire at this point, we've got a lot more of the map visible now. We've got some good relations with Lafayette over here. And this means that we basically got this whole continent under our vision now. We do have a random settler just like swimming through the sea, just looking to see if we found any land out here. The message with the bourgeoisie intro there was talking about how, yeah, all of these great goods that have been sent home, we haven't got any of them. We got no treasure at all because, yeah, the only things we've been able to pick up are things that were already in our empire before. We've got these two settlements here. What we do have, though, is more and more of the city-states. So we just got a new tech because this one joined us. We got this one join us very soon. We're not really using that influence too much else right now. So we'll help out our friends here who have been attacked by this guy for quite a while. But yeah, things coming together pretty nicely in that regard. But 70% now. By the way, I have trained this man at arms as knight and crossbowman. The game doesn't seem to want to accept it. It's a bit of a shame. Can't help but notice there's an awful lot of Mongolian throats singing on in the background right now, which I kind of like, but it's also a sign that we're at war with them because indeed Confucius and Amina have declared war once again. And they're quite organised actually. They're actually attacking my southwestern coast. Very interesting. So it's fine. I can buy 100,000 units. I've got 2.5 grand stocked up, so yeah, we'll just grab ourselves a few more units. I'll put an army commander at the top of the list for a minute actually. Yeah, we're about to finish the bank. We'll do the bank first, then we'll worry about it. I'm not too worried about this invasion, to be honest, but I'm vaguely impressed they're actually organised. We can finally clear out this space for a city. We are building a new city up here, which Confucius might not like, but sod it, they're not claiming their land very well, so I'm going to go and take that little crossing section and build myself the Panama Canal, damn it. This era is very, very close to ending quite suddenly. Turn 63, that is quite soon. Okay, but on the plus side, it does look like this general over here is going to get himself killed. Isn't that just excellent? And this settler has seen the error of his ways. So let's clear this out. We're going to run out of time for the era though to actually counterattack into their city, which is a bit of a shame. Down in the south, it probably is a good thing if the era ends soon because I'm desperately trying to bolster these guys. But yeah, trying to get the reinforcements down into this corner is actually surprisingly tricky. I've just about been able to hold off the attack on my own guys here, but it's proving to be just a little bit tricky to get all my lads in to help them out here. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to do it. This carrot can help clear out that guy, but they have too many units around here. They might actually manage to kill these guys. As long as I've got a unit in the as long as there's a unit in the town, it'll be okay, but I suspect we're gonna have a bit of a problem there still. So yeah, we'll continue to shoot on whoever we can find over in this part of the world because they've got an awful lot of troops down here. Why have you done that? Just shoot them with the bow. They do make some strange decisions, these guys, as their infantry and missile. You really have to be specific if you want to get them to shoot their missiles in. But yeah, we've got a load of units, but it's surprisingly slow moving around our territory, actually. Just got a new commander in just as these guys started wandering off in that direction. But the rest of it seems okay. The odd unit that's appeared, we've just managed to shoot them down. At this point, we'll just start to send carracks along this coast as well, just to cause them as many problems as possible. In fact, we might just get ourselves up the river slightly to see what we can do. But the era is very, very close to ending. We're about to get future civics. So I suspect this war is as good as done. But if I could potentially... Nope. If I could end this war before and save my city-state friend, that would be lovely. But if they do fall, it's already the end of the era. I'm sad to say that our good old ally Gegyong has indeed fallen to Confucius. We just could not deal with that sheer amount of troops. We could have saved them if they would have held on one more turn. In fact, the era is about to end in one more turn, but unfortunately they have been defeated. But on the fortunate side, yes, I can actually grab 2 of these cities in a peace deal. So we, if we can't save them, we at the very least take them. And now they're the Jellycats majority. That's my religion, by the way. And okay, we have ourselves a wise peace. Excellent news. So that means that we've got and inherited this city now. Unfortunately, it means this wine will be forever unreachable. I would have built the city here myself, to be honest. I would have just seen if a new city-state popped up here, to be honest. But I'm happy having the territory. But yes, I wouldn't have had it in quite that position. I would have minded one further along and then maybe something down here to kind of eat up some of this. But hey-ho, it is what it is. Other territory, by the way, all the way over here. I don't think it's worth anything, but it could be, you know, a trade for peace in the next era. So, okay, I think it's pretty much time to end this up because we're at 98% now and everything's about to go wonky. As for the modern age, well, we have quite a few choices here, but I think we're going to need that science. And interestingly, while the Qing technically lose one science, we do gain +6 from the Shiguan, so that might well be what we're going to go for. Russia does gain science and district cities in Tundra, but we only have one city, and I don't think it's in the Tundra, so I think we're going to go and continue on with the Qing. Without any real golden age and yet another economic dark age for me on this particular game, we're going to go with Lyceums +3 science in each quarter. Oh, that's going to be a good one. As the new city-states appear, some of them are going to be removed, of course. So this one down here, this slightly aggressive one, has been taken care of. Likewise, back home, Kathmandu, pretty much ready for the taking now. I don't know if anyone, we can't send a ship of the line in apparently. We'll go and grab that one next turn as well. We'll probably just have to go and shoot this guy down actually. Just to go and send some kind of a unit to go and deal with him. Yes, that'd be lovely. Elsewhere, Geneva are pretty much going to join us soon. We need a little bit more influence to befriend Munich as well. That's fine. We'll just have those two little rumps on the end of the empire. We're going to make use of city-states once again. Belgrade, they're kind of worthless there, so I guess we'll just get them on side. Those guys are all fine and dandy. We're going to go and build that goddamn city over here. There's a ruin over there. We should probably go and grab that too. So we're going to do that. We've got a pile of army commanders just along this border. I think we know which way this is going to go. And these guys, I don't know, they'll probably join us too. In the New World, Hankou over here has a huge pile of empty land north of it, so I guess we're going to be grabbing those guys. We do have this city up here that we need to keep a little bit of an eye on, but you have a new bit of land up here. Let's just grab some fish. We might be in an interesting spot. We'll scout out the land. We've obviously got a huge amount of oil these days for combat strength. We'll probably be wanting to grab all of that, so we'll be grabbing ourselves some new cities up here. Can we afford any of those? We're not allowed to buy one right here, right now, but when we can, we'll be sending more of our settlers up here. We have ourselves the Dogo Onsen, which, from what I hear, by the way, is a little bit broken because, yes, it's supposed to give us extra population every time there's a celebration. Apparently that works for every, I don't know if it's every city or every town. Either way, we could do with their happiness, and population is always very much to be welcome. Next, can we still get Oxford University, by the way? Because I really want that. Yes, we're going to go build that over here. Thank you very much. Weirdly, they got kicked off the queue when we finished that wonder. No. Get building that now, damn it. It does seem awfully like, as I enter a celebration, that every single town is indeed getting themselves an extra pop. This could be hilariously powerful, and we're pretty close at this point to getting ourselves, yes, Oxford University. Come on. And in magnificent news, we have indeed got ourselves Oxford University, and with that, we grab ourselves a big pile of science, a big pile of extra techs, and I seem to have gained an attribute point as well. That is certainly going to be magnificent. So there we are. There's electricity, there's steam engine, and there's military science. Absolutely spectacular. We are starting to get these guys online at this point. Fleets are moving into more sensible positions. And indeed, we've settled ourselves a new town over here. And we'll be settling in one up in this part of the world. We are sending an army commander over here because we're a little bit weak on the ground. Helsinki might need to go, actually. They're a little bit awkwardly positioned. I quite like some of these resources. And there is a bit of an aggressive land in this part of the world, so we'll just have to just stay out of the way and hope the city-states deal with them. Will those start to grab the likes of Muscat and Lisbon over here? They will join us in time. And yes, there we are, Munich joining the party. And of course, free technology when you become a suzerain of a city-state. This is the first of many, many more to come. I think we are going to be following much of the same path as the previous ages. And obviously that immediately gives us a fourth tech for this turn. Well, at this point then, we are starting to finally clear out some of these annoying independents who have been a little bit rude to us. But actually, we've got ourselves 8 or 9 city-states at this point, which is about a 40% bonus to science and culture thanks to some of the bonuses we have chosen. So, yes, I'm quite happy with that. We are just trying to mop up the last of Helsinki, who are causing us just a few problems. But everyone else around here is pretty much joined our side. We're going to build ourselves a new city over here that will just about fill up this space very nicely, I would say. So we'll get on that pretty darn soon. We have decided to, yes, expand out over here to the interestingly named Guangzhou with its neighbour city of Guangzhou. And I think this might be something to do with the fact that the game, that we picked 2 different Chinese civilizations. So yes, this is a exploration era Guangzhou, and this is the modern era Guangzhou. The game probably needs to work on that just a little bit. But amazingly, we're actually at peace with everyone in this era. We're still friends of our good friend Ashoka. Even Lafayette has actually been helping us out over in some of our new old colonies over here. It was actually his tank that came on in and cleared out the camp while my reinforcements finally arrived. So that's lovely. Everyone still seems to hate me, but maybe they just fear me too much because if we start looking at those stats, I am snowballing. And there we go, the Eiffel Tower, just to make sure that we basically make this entirely urbanized at this stage. But yes, +5 culture. Happiness and culture on quarters in this city. That should be pretty nice. Okay, we're doing a fair bit better now. And Roma at 67 pop. Railroad Tycoon coming along nicely. Most of the world hating me, but actually having a couple who don't. Oh, this is... very good indeed. We do have factories in many of our key home settlements, I think we'll call them. And on other rather sad news, I have discovered one city-state somewhere in this earth that is not mine. It's so mysterious that I can't even find it to show it to you right now because... in fact, I generally can't. I actually can't remember where it is, but there is one somewhere that I don't have control of. It is that mysterious, but hey-ho. I think at this point we are looking quite strong, even if I'm getting a bit restricted in what I can do here in Rome. In terms of what's going on, by the way, the food that we get from the Empire is absolutely hilarious. Look at this. They're not all fishing villages. A lot of them are fishing, but... Okay, yes, we've started to branch out a little bit more now, but if anything, there's too much. There's too much food. How do we keep Rome happy? Well, at long last, we've actually reached some sort of milestone. I can see Lafayette has made one in the space race as well, mind you. But now, yes, we need to continue getting more and more of these points. Basically, it's just about racking them up now. So I think we'll be absolutely fine to do that. But I've largely used up all of my... spare resources. Yes, down to just 1 fish left to be factorized. That's the technical term, by the way. We've got some lovely coffee over in Aquileia. We've got an orange factory. Don't really understand that one, but you do you, lads. You do you. Okay, let's see how all of this rocks out because it looks like, we are seeing some other people start to reach some milestones too. So I'm in a pretty solid position at this point. I have, by the way, completely ignored all of these civics here, okay? Because last time when I played, the second that happened, everyone hated me, or at least most people hated me, because I didn't follow their ideology and I had a big war. So I'm holding back on all of these for as long as possible. I might even do 2 turns of research and then change to something else. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm just going to try and avoid it for as long as sodding possible. So in the time being though, we do seem to have stabilised in terms of happiness. Despite all of the factories, things are looking an awful lot more under control now. As we reach the end of the game, it is quite nice to pick up some of these stories from the artifacts here. I know a lot of people have said that the cultural victory is a bit dull, but it is fun to remember actually that down here in the south, we were never able in the Antiquity age to actually clear out the rebels down here in the south. That city-state was way too powerful, but we have at the very least been able to pick up some grand artifacts down here in this version of our future, and indeed there's even more because there was a bloodbath down here. We never did kill them until they dispersed over time. 75% now, probably because we're on future tech at this stage, as well as just desperately trying to finish anything that is not any of those ideologies, since my two allies, by the way, are communist, and I'd definitely be going democracy if I were to pick one. The Holy Wine, which will never be claimed, is there, and we have now got ourselves a new city of Chengdu down here just to try and grab us as many factory goods as we possibly can. We're now working our way pretty quickly towards that. We're not bothering with military and science, we are just picking up the odd bit of artifact along the way just to make sure others don't get them. But yes, for the time being, Rome continuously grows and gets offensively big. 77 now. Happiness is still growing. We're just getting endless piles of trade going on. We're nearly there, folks. The day has finally arrived. We're actually ready to win this game, damn it. We've got ourselves all of the industry we need. We now need to set up world banks in all the capitals. Apparently, I've not actually seen anyone do this victory condition. It feels like it might take a bit longer, actually, than quite a few others. So we're going to send Banky McGee over there to that capital. I think I can't get any more until that one's used himself up, which feels weird because I assume that's going to mean it takes a long time. Over here, by the way, in Rome with our 1300 food, it says 0 turns. Is it stuck at 80? It might just be stuck at 80, you know. But we have done a very good job here of getting all of our resources in nice and quick because, yes, consistently, as we've been setting up trade, we've been, yes, able to fill our factories with more and more and more. So I just need to find myself a fish factory every time I add up some new fish into the empire. There we go. And excellent. We even have ourselves a chocolate factory these days over in Hangzhou. Very nice indeed. It is the most important point of any game, ladies and gentlemen. I've gained a tea factory at long last. Oh, God bless our Korean friends. They bring us the tea we all deserve. And I'm a little bit scared about this, though. Only 10% progress remains until the age is complete. Is the game just going to end? I don't know. I mean, it's going to take forever. On a high-speed game like this, I'm on the fastest possible setting. Surely these bankers are going to take forever. I think I don't know. I'm doomed. I'm just completing science projects in the background. We'll see. But I should point out that we do have some beautiful, beautiful towns over here, like Langzhou over here. We've got ourselves a museum, the rail station by the city, fortifications on the sea. We've got to still be careful, but it's dramatic. Opera house, a nice grocery, out to the citrus farms. Of course, there is an orange factory just down the road. We send our tobacco off. You can see the horses. And yes, our city-state friends give us some beautiful institutes where we learn so much about the world. Oh, we do have a beautiful empire. Whether the game will let us actually win is a different matter, but we do continue to just send out more and more of these lovely, lovely merchants. Well, having used my great banker over here in Pataliputra, it does seem like I'm going to have to go to every single capital with a single banker. That can't be how this works, surely. I can't build a new great banker? I don't know. We'll just be launching. I'm going to win the space race instead at this rate if the game doesn't kick me out at 100%. I don't even know. That seems like an insane victory condition if that's the case. Maybe that's why I've seen no one do it yet. Oh well, we'll just have to keep on going, I guess. The modern age has apparently come to an end, and no one's won. Have I won? Apparently I've won. I don't know why. Presumably it's some kind of score situation. I mean, I've got a great bank in one city. I think that was plenty enough. Trying to get them everywhere. That was insane. I wouldn't mind if I could have 8 of them. Maybe you can. I just don't know what I'm doing. Nonetheless, yes, this great old blend of Augustus and the Chinese has been rather magnificent, actually. I've needed all the money in the world to bankroll this project. And I would say the town's done pretty well. It was only really, there we go, victory. It's only really the radio towers I couldn't purchase at the end. Actually, being able to plug in tons of factories and then get tons of resources in my towns made the town surprisingly effective, even in the late era there. Absolutely glorious. Then we are Railroad Tycoon 806. We're about to complete the next bit of the space race anyway. We could have rolled everyone over if we wanted, and we had some things in this part of the world. So yeah, it's a few things on legacies there. I can view my legend report, but I'd say, where's my map? Damn it, I want my victory map. Well, there we go then, an excellent victory for good old Augustus. You can always rely on the Romans. The production in the capital for every town was ridiculously effective for me, and also being able to purchase those culture buildings. I did a lot of that in the later part of the game. And of course, when you mix it in with Rome, extra cultural districts in the capital and city centres in towns, oh yeah, we managed to make that work for us very well. It seemed like a quite viable build. Towns even in the modern age, we were still buying up plenty of buildings. The factories made them more powerful, and I would say this was an excellent little campaign. We were only on sovereign difficulty, by the way. I was just working my way up those difficulty levels as a play. Be interesting to see this on deity, but to me it seems very, very viable indeed. As for Carthage, I believe are actually going to be a one-city civ, so interesting to see how their particular abilities stack up with Augustus here. But nonetheless, I found this an intriguing game to play, and the mix with the Chinese was particularly useful actually. We needed the money from those merchants to buy all of our town buildings, and yeah, playing some influence game was certainly the right strategy. Thank you for joining me on this One City Challenge of Civilization 7. There is plenty of other Civilization content on the channel should you want to watch more, and do give me your suggestions for any special runs I could do in the future down in the comments below. Indeed, do let me know how your One City only challenges have gone. I'd certainly be intrigued to hear the best approaches. I was very much winging it here, but it did turn out quite well. You can of course support the channel further by becoming a member here or on Patreon, by liking and subscribing, and also by getting involved in the comment section. I do very much appreciate it all. Hope you'll join us next time. I will leave you for now. I'm Consolidating Human. Thank you friends, and tally-ho. The most plunderful time of the year. No flag, no country. Simultaneous death roboting. That's what we all came to see. Golden age as we nuke the world. These guys will soon be blown out of the water. Did you see what I did there? I'm not proud of myself.